Hello and welcome to International Racing League. We are in season 8, finally round 1 in F2. And today we are racing in Canada after a long period without any racing on track. We are finally back, and I have to say there has been many changes. For today live stream, it will be me, Paco Suarez, taking you through the race. I was supposed to have Jack Yates, also known as Nexus Iceman, alongside me, but it will be just me. There has been many changes in F2. Now it's on Saturdays. Last season, it was on Sundays. And you can see that from the drivers that are right now in the lobby, plenty of them are new or didn't used to race in F2 last season. The only one that we can recognize easily is Felix Negva, who in the last season, he was not on his strongest point. He was struggling for some confidence, and he was just being a bit slow on track. And yeah, he was in F2, and F2 last season was not great. We all know that. I was in there, so you can guess how slow it was. But this season, we have plenty of new drivers. We have Brandon, who was in F1 last season. We have Rocco, who is also quite fast. He's new to the league. We have Mateus, we have Leon Bentley, Joey. Well, also, yeah, we have Joey, we have Leroy Kelly, Victor Sousa, Devin. We have plenty of drivers that should elevate, the level of the tier. However, let's talk about Canada, about the track, about Montreal. What can I say about the track? Well, it's a 35 lap race, not a long track. It's actually, well, I wouldn't say the shortest, but one of the shortest of the calendar. In total, it has 14 turns, 6 to the left, 8 to the right, and it's pretty tricky because track limits are quite strict, and drivers will have to watch out in order to not cut any corner or to just not exceed the limit. Also, as you know, Canada has the Wall of Champions, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see a crash there, or at least an incident, because there's always a victim, that doesn't make to complete the race. So we'll have to see and wait. I'm seeing that some of you are actually commentating already. So let's take a look into the comments as we're waiting for the session to kick off. We have Jared wishing good luck for me. Thank you, man. Rhys Marshall, that is racing, is asking me for Manchester United Sevilla score predictions. Well, it's actually an interesting question. I'm missing the match because tomorrow, well, and I think you're missing it too because we have PSEO. But let's hope that Sevilla can win 2-1. I'm gonna bet it's a 2-1 for Sevilla. And yeah, it seems like everyone hates the track. I have to say, for me, it's one of the most beautiful tracks on the calendar. I mean, technically speaking, with the corners and all that. But it's true that to drive in the game and for overtaking, it's not a good one. It's not a good one. And definitely most of the drivers are showing it that they dislike the track. But however, we're just seeing at the moment 13 drivers on the session. I always say that numbers are not everything, so let's hope we can see some good action despite the, I wouldn't say low numbers, but yeah, it's not big of a turnout. And let's see, it's 6 o'clock, so this should start right now. I don't know if they're waiting for someone. Yeah, it seems like we're finally getting started as some drivers are starting to ready up. And we should be underway in a few moments. Just reading into the Discord if there is any news or we're just waiting. Yeah, it seems like, alright. Yeah, for example, Pablo Lake, also known as, I need to see the, how do you call the driver spreadsheet to know the names. Actually, Peter Janke, known also as Per Pablo, he's not been able to race, late notice. But however, as I said, numbers are not everything. They are starting to ready up. 6 out of 13 already ready. And in F1, that will be also streamed by Jared Fosbury and Kevin Harrison. Well, actually, it's not live to stream, but it should also have good numbers, or I hope so at least. But yeah, anyways, finally getting started. We have a countdown: 10, 9, 8, and this should get underway. Remember, it's Canada, so expect everything, and I think we're gonna have an interesting race, and we are underway. So shortly we will be in qualifying. And let's see. We should be seeing. I'm trying to think about times that we should be seeing, but I'm not sure. I think in F2 probably we should see about mid sevens, high sevens. I think that should be the target for the drivers, but I'm not pretty sure. I was actually doing time trial earlier on. Let's not talk about it, alright? It was a traumatic experience. But yeah, about strategy, this is a interesting call because I was talking in a party to different drivers and they were not sure about it, so we might see a split on the strategy, which should be definitely really, really interesting. But we'll have to wait and see for it, as finally the F1 livestream is underway and it has quite higher numbers than F2. At the moment, it seems like there's rain. There's actually rain, so this is gonna get tasty, I have to say. I think it's for intermediates, but I'm not sure if it will actually get drier as the session goes on. But it should be interesting. And just watching by what is happening in F1, yeah, it seems like a great turnout. 3, 6, 9, 12. 15, 16, well, better than F2. In F2 we only have 13 and only just left. Let's hope he can get back in. Yeah, he's on the grid, right? Wait, oh, we were waiting for Oli Flabel. No, Oli Flabel. Oh, alright. Yeah, he has rejoined. Yeah, he was one of the drivers that was actually first. So let's get this set. Yeah, you can see that everyone is gonna run intermediates. And we can see Leroy Kelly is actually one of the first drivers to go out on track. I mean, I'm watching that there are some cars actually going out already. I don't know if it's gonna be intermediate condition for the rest of the session, but I think that it's gonna make it actually more even, the fact that it's raining, because I think most of the drivers have not practiced in these conditions, and it could actually get by surprise to any driver that it's raining. Lee, last season he was not quite consistent. I mean, he was in the league, but he didn't get the results he wanted. But I have to say that Lee was once he's still a promising prospect, because he's only 12-year-old or 13, more or less. I'm not quite sure about it, but he still has a lot to prove, and definitely he has still time to improve and and get to the top. So probably this season could be a transition for him. He could actually gain confidence and just get better and better. We'll have to see as he starts his lap. We're gonna go on board with him. Turn 1, he locks up a little bit, goes down to second. Here he will have to watch out for the throttle, but he's going quite slow, I have to say. He doesn't seem quite confident. Watch out here to not invalidate. Yeah, he's taking it really, really easy. I don't think this is actually a good lap. Meanwhile, behind a Mercedes, I think it is. No, but it's not on a lap. It's actually the Haas. And we can see he's struggling quite a bit. I don't know if he's trying to push or what, but yeah. The Ferrari now getting to the end of the second sector as he... Well, you could actually argue if that was a corner cut, just on the limit of it. And he's now going to set a 14.6. But will the Haas beat him? If it's actually Lewis, that it's gonna do it. Yeah, he's actually doing better, but it doesn't seem much better than what Lee was doing. So this is looking promising, to be honest. Let's see what Lee says. He's about to get onto the last chicane. Will he hit the wall of champions? Quite confident. He doesn't go wide. Really good traction. And he sets a 120.3. Will Louis speed the lap? For sure he will. With a 119.4. 9/10 quicker than the Irish driver. Good lap from Luis Cortis here on the Haas. And the next driver, I think it's... is it an AlphaTauri? No, Black Phoenix is going into the pits. And I can see actually Leon Bentley, who was on an invalidated lap. And he was doing, well, I don't know if he carried a chicane or what, but it seemed actually a quite decent time. But let's go on board with Lewis Marshall, the British driver, not on his best game, not quite fast, I have to say. But definitely this could be a season for him to, as I said with maybe Felix, to gain confidence, you know, and just get better at it. As we can see, a 1:18.6. That's actually surprising because we were seeing really slow times. But I think this is finally a good one, and we should be able to see more of this. Oh, what we see, Brandon almost losing the back end at the exit of that hairpin just before this long straight. Having some trouble there, the driver from Mercedes, as he goes quite aggressive on that chicane, almost hitting the wall. And that's a 1:19.7, 3/10 slower than Luis, and yeah, more than 1 second behind the leader. And let's see Mateus. This driver actually surprised me on the evaluation races. He proved to be quite fast. And we'll have to see how he does on this tier, because I think he should be able to get good results. He seems quite confident on his driving, so why not getting some wins on this season? I think he could be one of the contenders for the title, but we'll have to see for that. As we can see, the Williams driver getting closer to the hairpin as he goes now through it. 48 flat. That's actually better than Luis, but I'm not sure if it's better than Luis Marshall. As he now gets to the back straight. Will he be able to improve the time? I'm not sure. 12 minutes remaining still. And I'm not even sure if it's gonna get dry. As we can see, Devin with a 1:18.9. I didn't see that one coming. Didn't see he was on the lap. Mateus just behind him with a 1:19.2. But yeah, right now times are not quite fast. Probably at the end of the session we'll see something better. And right now, let's see what Leon Bentley can do. The driver from Racing Point. He's in a similar situation as Lewis Marshall. Not his best game. He's not at his peak as he invalidates. And let's see what he was setting, a 1:19.7. Well, not the best lap you can go for. But we can see this could be dry, because definitely Rocco, I think he's going for soft. I think most of the drivers that didn't go out knew that this was perfectly for dries right now, and they were waiting for the conditions to get drier. And this could mean something. And as we can see, no, it was actually Lewis Marshall who crosses the finish line in 1:18.5. And I can see that the track is pretty dry, or at least it's seen. We can see still some water, some spray being caused by the carpet. Yeah, now it's the time to go out. DRS enabled. So drivers should go on dries now. Interesting situation. On F1, however, it seems like it's a complete dry condition, so good for them. And we can see some comments on the comment section. As we see PHS gameplay saying go Mateus, and also Drive Pro Series. So we have two guys supporting Mateus. It seems like he has a base of fans. Good for him. And we have Luke. I think this is a driver from F5, although I'm not sure, or F4, saying think it is drying out. Yeah, definitely it seems like it's drying out. Now on board with Marshall. I think he's going to the pits, as he knows that Yeah, he invalidated, and I think he knows that it's for dries. And we'll have to see if actually drivers try to go on mediums or hards. It seems like everyone is fitting the softest compound. So doesn't seem like it's gonna be quite interesting, you know. But yeah, we have Rocco right now on his out lap. Well, wait, Luis actually I think he heard me and he's going on mediums. Interesting strategy by the Haas driver. And let's see now the AlphaTauri, Rocco. What can I say about him? Quite a fast driver. There are some interesting rumors that he could end up in F1, but he doesn't want to listen to those rumors. And now he's focused on what he has to do, that is probably get pole and win this race. As we can see, he's about to start the lap, opens DRS, and he will get shortly on a lap. As we can see more comments on the... Oh yeah, right. Then I got confused because there is another lurker right in 4th division and I thought he might be watching. So sorry about that one. And let's see, Rock already in the lap. Right now the track won't be at its best. But yeah, so probably everyone will be improving their times. And let's see what he can set. 20.6 on the first sector. Yeah, we can see that there's still a bit to gain. Opens DRS, we can see him quite confident on the car. We can see that he's pushing and doesn't seem to have fear, you know, on giving full throttle. And let's see. Now he get past the hairpin, so right now he's on the back straight. And let's see what he can set. 8th gear, strong braking here. Go down to 4th. You really have to watch out to not countercut and to not go wide on this at the exit. And it's gonna set a 1:11.6. Not a good lap. Not a good lap. There's still some margin to improve as the track will definitely get better. Let's see now. Let's go now on board with Lee because I think he was the next one to do a lap. Oh wait, is it? No, the Racing Point is gonna start a lap, and I think now Lee is gonna finish the lap. So let's see what the young Irishman can do. Down the chicane, really important to not invalid, and he does it. We can see quite aggressive there. Good exit. What will he do? 1:12.1. So not enough. Not enough. Still slower than Rocco. And I think behind there's an Alfa Romeo, but I don't know if it's Leyenda. No, Leyenda is on the pits. I think it's Victor Sousa, who is not on a lap right now. I think he's about to start one while Rocco is ahead, but probably Rocco will go into the pits now. But who is gonna finish his lap is actually Luis, that is on a lap, and he's gonna set the fastest lap. 1:10 flat, and that's enough to be on pole for the moment as we have 6 minutes remaining. So good lap by the Haas driver, and let's see what the rest can do. I know Leon is gonna actually finish a lap, so let's see what he can set. It seems like a fast one. 1:9.2, that's enough. Yeah, 8 tenths quicker, so we can see the track is improving, and definitely the lap that was done by Rocco was not important, was not relevant to what was happening. And I think Leyenda was still in the pits. Alright, let's go on board with Victor Sousa. Really careful here to not invalidate. Goes up to 7th gear. Also strong braking here. You have to really watch out for that traction after the hairpin. You can easily lose the back end. And he manages. Let's see what he can set. He was, I have to say, between the admins, there was a doubt where to place him, but he will have to prove that he deserves to be in F2. As he's gonna finish the lap, it seems like a really good one. 1:8. It's gonna be 1:9.2, and it goes second fastest. and it's actually not a bad one. As we can see, Felix invalidated, and right now who's on a lap? It's Joey. That on the evaluation races he showed a really good pace. He was quite similar to Rocco, and they were fighting for the win the whole race. And it seems like he could actually be one driver to watch. And Drive Pro Series asked what would be a good time for pole position. I said it earlier on the stream when we were starting. Without the rain, I would have said high 7s. But now that we have had rain and maybe the track is not at its best. Oh, and he invalidates. I don't know what to say. I would say low 8 probably. As we can see, Devin going fastest. So yeah, definitely the track getting better and better. As we can see, Brandon probably is gonna go into the pits. Yep. So right now the action is over for the moment. And it seems this is gonna be... Oh, wait. No, actually, one of the Ferraris goes out already. I think it's gonna be Praga. It has to be Praga. We'll have to wait and see. I think it's actually Praga. Yeah. Luis Marshall with a Ferrari. He hasn't set a lap and rise yet. Yeah, and there we have Sondre in the comments saying a high 7 or low 8. I think, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. But definitely with that rain that we had at the beginning, I don't know if the track will be for those times. But yeah, I mean, I don't think this game actually is a simulation. And let's see. Yeah, we have actually 2 drivers on track right now. Rocco and Luis, who will be starting their lap soon. We can see the AlphaTauri just ahead of the Ferrari. And we have actually Oli. Oli also. I think Oli is also fit in the mediums. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. The only driver that actually did times of mediums, but it was early on, was Luis Cortes. I have to really make a difference between these two, because if not, they're going to drive me bananas. And let's see Rocco in the AlphaTauri starting his lap. A little bit of lockup on turn 1. And we can still see that the track can still improve a bit as there is some sunlight that is starting to show up. As we can see Rocco on his lap. Quite good first sector, but not the fastest. Well, really good traction there. He had to watch out for the exit there. And watch out because he could be fastest. It was not the first sector that was strong, but watch out for the second and third one. That could actually be really good one for Rocco. The AlphaTauri looking to make a really good qualifying here with the medium tires. As is what he's gonna said. Just on the last chicane, watch out to not invalidate. Almost hits the wall. Just on the main straight, and it's gonna be a 189 just behind. Oops. Yeah, there we go. And Luis Marshall invalidated, but he has one more attempt. And what a good lap from Rocco. Quite surprised, I have to be honest. Right now we have a couple of drivers that are about to start a lap. Casper didn't manage to get the lap clean. He just invalidated. Nolly will have to watch out because there's some traffic ahead. As we can see everyone getting out of his way. Watch out at Williams. I thought he was going to get on his way, but he didn't. And let's see what he can do on the mediums as well. So it's gonna be a good comparative to see the difference between Rocco and Oli. As we can see, he invalidated, and I don't think he's gonna have another chance unless he do 2 consecutive chances. No. He aborts, and he actually did a 19.3, so not a big gap between Rocco and Oli. He will have to make a comeback. Bad for him. And let's see who's on a lap now. There's actually a Haas that I think it's Luis. who's about to finish his lap. As we can see, Luis Marshall goes fastest with a 1:8.5. Really, really good lap. Although we can still see some better laps, as Andre said earlier on. And let's see what Luis says on 1.7. Oh, 1.8 flat. There we go, low 8. And who's going to be the next one? I think it's an Alfa Romeo, but who's going to be? Yeah, it's Victor Sousa, the Brazilian. He invalidates as well. What would it have been without invalidation? 1.86. As we have now Joe into the pits. Mercedes goes fastest. No, sorry. Felix goes third. Leon goes second. And Red Bull Devin goes second. Let's see. There is a Ferrari. Lee goes 6. He improved, but not enough. And just Mateus going into the finish line. And let's see what Brandon can set. 1.8.4. I mean, that end was crazy. Everyone was just on their final attempt, and I just couldn't see. I just couldn't get the right driver. But yeah, what a session. I mean, 1.8 flat, and that's actually a really good time. More or less what we were hoping to see. As we can see, Oli Flavel finally retires from the session, and it could be a really good race, I have to say. And let's see. We don't have new comments, and this is qualifying over. As we can see, Luis Curtis took pole by 1/10. Quite a good qualifying for him. Then we have Devin in second place with the Red Bull, Leon in third, Felix in fourth, Brandon in fifth, Mateus with Williams. Then we have both Ferraris, Luis Marshall and Leroy Kelly. And in ninth we have Rocco with medium, so that's going to be interesting to see. Victor Sousa in 10th, and outside the top 10, Joey Oli and Casper. And we're just gonna check to see the gap between F1 and F2. It was a 5/10 gap, so that's actually quite interesting. So good to see. No one in F1 went on medium, so it's gonna be interesting to see, and we can see dry conditions in case anyone had a doubt. Although we could see already that with Rocco's strategy, probably there was no rain, at least at the beginning of the race. And let's see what happens. It's gonna be interesting to see the drivers, what they do. They will have to drive clean. Remember, it's the first race of the season, but there's 35 laps to take it calm, take it slowly, and just try to make their own race. Remember, as I said earlier, this circuit has a total of 14 corners. 6 to the left, 8 to the right. And really important, the track limits here, I wouldn't say they are excessive, but it can be easy. It can be easy to corner cut, and yeah, they will have to watch out that. If they get many penalties, I wouldn't be surprised. And for overtakes, well, I think we have plenty of spots. The first corner, I think, is a good place to try and overtake just before the chicane. Could be a bold move, but could be enough. Maybe just at the end of the first sector, I think it could be another spot, and definitely on the hairpin before the long straight. So let's see. Good to see. Well, in the top 10, no surprises. We have the tires that they qualified on, but outside the top 10, we have the Williams on hards. Then we have Oli Flabo and Casper on mediums. So interesting call from both of them. Let's see what they can do. It's gonna be interesting to see if they can pull out that strategy. But yeah, and about the safety car, this is actually a good question. Last season, it actually appeared 2 times the safety car and 1 time the virtual safety car. So that will be something to be aware of. Is it worth trying 1 stop? No. I don't think 1 stop is the solution to it. I think there's going to be 2 stops, unless the Williams driver that starts in 11th tries to go for a hard, medium, or I don't know, but 1 stop I don't think it's worth trying. Last season, actually, it was won by Tillones, also known as Halvor Tillon. But actually, who took the pole was the German driver Kahn, who is actually an ex-driver from F1. So, and it was actually quite interesting because there was a safety car. And as I said, probabilities of getting a safety car, it's actually not that low. We can see 3 drivers disqualified from formation lap. So what happened there? Interesting to see. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna actually make a poll prediction. I'm gonna say Devin is gonna take the win. I think Rocco is gonna finish 2nd, and Mateus is gonna finish 3rd. So let me take note of that before the race begins, as we are already getting some red lights. 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And away we go. We can see the Haas not having the best of the starts. The Red Bull really trying to get that outside. We can see some cars ghosting, but we'll have to watch out for that. The Red Bull that is not able to get that position. Meanwhile, behind a really clean starter. So we can see predicted pit stop strategy. Soft, medium, medium, or a 3 stop. That would be actually quite crazy to see. Meanwhile, behind we don't have any changes. Luis remains on the lead, as we can see behind. Yeah, right now it's not good to see. I'm a bit lost. We can see the Ferrari from Luis Marshall trying an overtake on the Williams, trying to go around the outside, but it's actually Mateus who is able to keep the position. He will be trying again. Will he? No, he was not close enough for at least to try a dive bomb. And we can see right now ahead, Devin keeps the 2nd spot. He really tried to get that first position, but he was not really close. He tried around the outside, and we can see that the 3 stop could be a soft, medium. We can see that the game gives us different strategies, so interesting to see, as we can see plenty of drivers really close from each other. And meanwhile, behind the 2 Mercedes fighting for position. As they said, they want to win the Constructor Championship, but they will have to make an important team play here, because it seems like Brandon could actually be faster than Felix. Will there be team orders? I don't know. Meanwhile, behind, I was going to say clean start, but it seems like Lee had to go into the pits for a new set of tires. I think he had to change probably front wing. And watch out here, because Oli, I think, is going for a move. No, he's not close enough. As we can see now, a 3-way fight here between the Williams, Alfa Romeo, and McLaren. As we can see that everyone keeps on the... Oh, and we already have a 3-second time penalty from Felix. What is he doing already? As I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get that many penalties. So let's see what happens. Luis is actually trying to pull a gap, but it's not easy. And we can see Brandon already at the back of Felix. Probably Brandon asking on the mic if he could actually let him by. I think both of them right now chatting and trying to see if there's a solution to this. As we can see Leyende, also Casper and Luis Marshall getting a 3-second time penalty, so that's unfortunate for them, as Luis Cortis set the fastest lap and we already have DRS enabled. So this is going to be interesting to see, because I think Luis was trying to pull out before the DRS came on to play, but I think he did just on the limit, on the edge. But I think he has the gap, so this is what he wanted. Now he's gonna have an advantage compared to the rest, and we'll have to see if he can show that he deserves to win this title. Meanwhile, behind we can see both Mercedes really close from each other. Could this become a Ferrari situation? You know, big pressure for both drivers. I don't know. As we see Victor getting a 3-second time penalty, he's now currently sitting on 12 with the soft tires. He didn't have the best of the starts, but he will still try and get some positions. Oh, watch out for that Williams. He was trying to show his front wing, saying like, hello, I'm here, you know. Like if he wanted to try that overtake, as we can see again and again, the Haas, getting fastest lap after fastest lap. So good work from him. And meanwhile here, a three-way battle going on. As we can see, Felix is almost out of the DRS range. I think he's trying to push, but he knows that he cannot make any mistake. But yeah, he's almost out of the DRS range. As we can see, Leon also struggling to keep up with Devin's pace. So many things happening, and watch out because look at this, Ollie really close. He's gonna try to move now. He's gonna wait for the long straight. As we can see, he's faster. That Alfa Romeo is blocking him. He needs to try to move. Is he gonna try to dive from here down the hairpin? Is he gonna try and look down the inside? No, he doesn't. He waits. Quite clever driving from him, but will his straight line speed be enough for it? Let's see, he has actually Casper on a 3% ERS already, and I think that could be an easy overtake by the McLaren. No, it's not. He has to wait. As we can see, Victor getting another 3-second time penalty. What's that? Because we could see another Sondre Sorhau case here, as Sondre got disqualified. Well, I don't think it was in IRL evaluation race, but definitely in PSL he got disqualified. So yeah, not the best way to do an evaluation race. So drivers will have to watch out because we already have seen 2 penalties in some drivers. As we can see, Oli Flabel already trying to move. As we can see, the Alfa Romeo, he has said enough. And he's trying now to move. Watch out because he's going round the outside and William trying to defend, but he cannot do much else, can he? And we can see Oli. I think Oli hit the wall there. I don't know if he picked up some damage. I don't think he really did. We'll have to wait and see if we can get a better camera angle. It doesn't seem. No. So all okay for Oli, but that was quite a close call, I have to say. And what's that for a no-steer Joey, who is trying to get that position, and he goes really close from the wall, and now Oli's gonna take the shot. He's gonna go down the inside in turn 1 as the Williams tried to strangle him into that corner, and he almost hits the rear from Oli. But yeah, that's a good overtake by Oli. He just was waiting there and he got the position. As we can see now, Leon Fendley in 3rd. It seems like Devin doesn't have the pace I was hoping for, and my prediction is already going wrong. As we can see, Luis Curtis pulling out a gap of 2.1. And Sondre in the comment section, he said, "Go on, Luis." So he's supporting the English driver. Good stuff from the Haas driver. And Casper and Victor, oh my god, they are gonna get disqualified. I mean, I'm not even kidding. As we can see, Victor into the wall, and that could be a safety car. Let's see where he crashed. It seems it was at the exit of virtual safety car. And watch out because could this be the first stop of the race? I don't know if it's gonna be. Yeah, Luis goes into the pits. Yeah, and Victor leaves the session. Unfortunate for him. I don't think he was being able to keep up with the pace of everyone, and yeah, he was making mistake after mistake. That's probably the reason of the penalties, and in the end he just gave up. I wouldn't say he gave up, but yeah, he ended up cracking under pressure, like I would say. And this is interesting because with the virtual safety car, it's even more difficult for Casper and Rocco, because they will have to recover plenty of time, but we'll have to see what happens. Literally everyone in the softs pitted. As we can see, Oli got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. But don't worry, Oli, you still... Oh, could that be a safety car? Because if that's a safety car, definitely that's really bad for Oli, because he still have to do the drive-through, but with under the safety car he wouldn't be able to do it. But it doesn't seem like the safety car will come out, as we now have 11 drivers remaining. Bad race from Leroy Kelly. I don't know what was the mistake, but yeah, He's now out of the race, and watch out for Liam. As I think Felix actually did an undercut or something on Leon in the pits, but it seems like the Racing Point is still ahead of him, and now we have the pit window open. So yeah, it was a perfect time to actually fit the mediums for the soft runners, and it's gonna be interesting to see how medium and hard runners try to come out of this. As we can see, Oli Flavel serving the penalty, and it's gonna be a strong hit for him because now he will have to try and push and recover all the time he lost. I mean, he can still fight with Casper and maybe Rocco, but it's gonna be a difficult race for him unless there is a safety car. So we can see Luis Cortis. I think it's the first penalty of the race for him. And lap 8 out of 35, and my voice is already cracking up. But right now it doesn't seem like we have that much action on track. I mean, Luis Marshall could actually try and make a move on that Williams, on Mateus Oliveira. As Casper picks up, I mean, he's gonna end disqualified. What's happening there? And what's out? Yeah, right now I don't think the safety car was a good thing for Luis. Right now he doesn't seem like to be able to overtake there. And meanwhile in front we can see that Williams all over the back of the Alfa Romeo. Let's go on board and see how many mistakes is Casper making, because we are watching him struggle a little bit, and it's not normal. As we can see, Oli Flavel picks up a 3-second time penalty, as well as Mateus. So as I said, this could be a race decided on penalties. And we can see Leyende getting a good exit. And Felix getting another penalty, oh my god. And we can see really good exit from Enosia Joey. And I think he's gonna get a position here. They're gonna get side by side, but can Casper defend it? I don't think he can. Yeah, we can see the William closing already. The move, and really, yeah, and he goes into the pit. So it seems like, oh, Leyenda retires on the pits. So one driver less. There's now 10 drivers remaining. So yeah, everyone is gonna get points. So everyone has to finish. And let's see if we can get any other battle on track, because right now Cameron, oh my god, but Rocco is leading, but with only 2.6 of gap, and it's not even real, because unless he's doing one stop with medium hards, I don't think he will be able to pull that strategy out. But we'll have to wait and see, as we have 25 laps remaining. And we can see already Devin trying to push. He already did it. I mean, he was he only had a less than 1 second gap to Leon before the BSC, but it seems somehow he has been able to push a little bit, and now he's quite ahead of them. And we can see already, I think Mateus is going for the move from the outside. Felix tried to hold it as he locks up. The Williams obligated to cut the chicane to avoid major contact. But will the Williams try to get the position back? I don't know. That was really, really close. I don't know if Mateus got a warning from that. Let's hope he didn't. And we can see more and more drivers to get a penalty. I mean, I haven't seen Rocco to get a penalty yet, so maybe that could play an important role later on. But we'll have to wait. As we can see, Felix under pressure, and it's incredible how Brandon have lost a lot. I mean, yeah, and the PSC. Yeah, now that I realize, it's normal. He was just behind Felix, and under the BSC they were both obligated to pit, so it's quite normal. But luck from him, I have to say. But hey, there's still a race remaining, and he can still make a comeback. But it's not gonna be easy, though. Right now we can see a move from Luis just before the chicane, and he's now up to second. So really good move from the Haas. And he's now gonna try and catch Rocco. who will try to defend, because if he does a one stop, they are actually fighting for position. So it could be interesting, as we can see Lewis Marshall going into the pits as he had front wing damage. That's unfortunate for him, but at least Ollie is gonna have an interesting fight. No, though, nah, he's not, because Lewis Marshall is trying to go to Leon. I mean, he doesn't have any other alternative, as he had front wing damage. But yeah, that's gonna be an interesting strategy. And meanwhile, let's focus on this battle for fifth. Leon under pressure from Felix. Mateus trying to take advantage of any mistake that they make. But it's not easy, it's not easy. There's only well, I was going to say half a second, but by the time that I was going to say half a second, it was already 7/10. But yeah, there's a small gap in between these two. And at any point, they could try something different, and we'll have to see. As we can see, Felix already all over the racing point. I think he could actually make it if he's able to get a really good exit. No, but it's not enough. And he's not using the ERS. We can see Leon is already struggling with it. But yeah, definitely Felix having a clever race, you know, thinking about not only the near future, but he wants to see what could happen later on as he almost hits the wall. These drivers are pushing on their very limit. And let's see what happened. What's up, because Luis could actually make the move here. They're gonna go side by side. I don't know if Rocco is interesting in trying to defend. No, he's not. But watch out, because he could have a better traction from here. But I think it's Luis who's gonna have DRS. Yeah, he has. So bad news for the AlphaTauri driver that might actually pit on this lap and go to odds. We'll have to see and wait. No, he stays on for another lap. Interesting call, and we can see already Devin all over the Williams. He will try around the outside. We'll have to see. He tries to push. Oh, and that's a really massive low cap. As he rejoins a bit dangerously, the Williams tried to hold it, but yeah, that was a harsh move, I have to say. He made it, but oh my god, he risked it. And let's see what's going on here, because right now I think that move by Devin has helped Leon to cut massively on the Williams. And to be honest, if he's able to get the overtake done really quickly, he might be on the DRS range with the Red Bull. So we'll have to see and wait. As we can see, Joey not having the best of the exits there. He's actually falling back, but we'll have to wait. It's gonna be interesting to see when medium runners and hard are gonna pit, because depending on the number of laps that Joey can do, that's gonna be a really great indicator for Lewis Marshall. As we can see, Rocco, he's on for another lap, and let's see if the racing point can actually make the move. No, and actually the Williams was quite all over the Red Bull, so interesting things that we're watching right now. As we can see, Mateus, we have a 5-way battle, if I'm not mistaken here, and it could be for real position, because Joey could actually go on mediums, and we can see that Rocco actually has 14 laps on those mediums, so maybe on lap 20 he could pit and go for mediums and actually could try and make sort of an undercut to the rest of drivers. So really clever race from the Williams drivers, that if he is able to pull out that strategy, it could be really good. As we can see that Devin is not able to pull the gap, and he's really struggling to push. But he's also low on ERS, sorry. As we can see, he's using overtake mode, but he has no ERS, he has 0. And let's see what happens here. As we can see, Phoenix into the pit, so that's 14 laps, and I think it's enough for him. He will probably go on hards. Yep, so one stop strategy for him. So I think it was, let me see the comment section. As we see, Luis Cortis gets a 3-second time penalty. Drive Pro Series asked earlier on if it was worth it going for a one stop. Well, at the end of the race, you will have that answer. So let's see what happens, because definitely a good call from Rocco. I think he saw the opportunity there, and if he's able to do it, maybe it could be one of the best strategies we've ever seen. As we can see here, the Williams is holding on under the second gap, so he's on DRS range at the moment. And if he's able to keep that, I mean, it's gonna be a really good race for him, because then he's gonna do the undercut probably on medium. So I think the race he's doing is quite intelligent, and we'll have to see, because look at that, Devin struggling with ERS. And let's see what he does. Oh, he goes quite... Oof, that was a undercut and a half. As we can see, yellow flags, and that's the Mercedes from Felix. What happened there? I don't know if he's pinned or what. It doesn't seem like he has damage or anything, but oh my god, I don't know what really happened there. Sondre, I don't know if you're in the same party as them, but if you're watching the stream and you know what happened there, I would like some help, because I don't know if there was contact between Mateus and Felix. I was not able to see it. As we can see now, Leon knows that the Williams is out of DRS range, so he has to take the shot and make the move. Oh, what an exit there. He almost loses the back end, and it could be now the Williams who could try and have a look down the inside. No, he's too far away from doing the move. And we can see Felix. Bad day for the Mercedes driver. Oh, but look at that, Mateus has plenty of ERS, and I think he knows that the next stop is quite close, so he knows he can push and try to use some ERS, because he will then recover on the pit lane. And I'm gonna stick a little bit with Felix, because I don't know if he had damage. Yes, he had. So I think he made contact with the wall, or I don't know if he had contact with the Williams. But that was but luck for him. But lap 18, great three-way battle we're watching here, as Felix is gonna rejoin just behind Luis Marshall. Well, just behind, a little bit behind Luis Marshall. And it seems like that Williams is already struggling for grip, and I think it's not gonna be long until the Racing Point makes the move. Oh, that was late, as he locks up and he almost hits the back end if he didn't, of course. And I think the Williams is gonna see an opportunity. I think some teamwork could actually go on here. As we can see, the Williams already showing up on the mirrors of Leon Bentley. Oh, what a save! What a save from Mateus, as he locked up. He was about to hit the wall, and he locked up perfectly to try and save the car, as it seemed he was going to do a Magnussen. But yeah, really good save. But now he has lost the chance, and it's only Leon remaining on this battle. And this is only helping man. I mean, Rocco, look at Rocco. He's 6.3 behind Brandon. A little bit more behind Mateus. And it seems like drivers are not gonna be... I think Rocco could actually win the race. I mean, what do you think, guys? I mean, the guys that are watching, what do you think? Could actually Rocco get the win? I think he could, because I haven't seen much penalties of him, and he's doing really well with the strategy and stuff. As we see Casper leaving the session now. He has been here for a while, and the Racing Point showing again and again, trying to like prove that he's there and that he can actually make the move, but he has to do it. He's losing quite a lot of time. And watch out, because Brandon is getting closer to Mateus, and at any moment he could actually try and do the undercut. And I have to say that the pace of the Hearts has not been that bad, I have to say. I mean, they have been holding on for a while and they're still making it. So, because, alright, the Williams was overtaken by Devin some laps ago, but look at that, he has been constantly under the 2-second gap. So, hey, fair play to him. We'll have to see if he does the undercut, because I think that would be a clever play. If not, there's no point on it. But we'll have to wait and see. As with the Racing Point showing it all over again, the front wing saying, I'm here, and trying to put under pressure, to put the Williams under pressure. Will he try the move now? He's really close. He's gonna actually throw it down there inside. He's gonna close. And yeah, the Williams is going into the pit, so yeah, good call. He doesn't get a penalty, so that could be an undercut. Devin will have to watch out. And Brandon already in the DRS range. And watch out, because look at this, Felix already behind Luis Marshall, and this is going to go side by side to the chicane, but it's Felix's position. And the Ferrari cannot really do anything to stop him, as we can see Luis Marshall getting another 3-second time penalty for that corner cut. But will the Ferrari try again? And Luis Cortis, just another penalty for the record. I mean, he's doing quite a good race, but he's not trying to avoid the penalties. Like, come on, man, you're first, you know. Because right now, I don't think... I think the danger, the threat, is actually Rocco. I don't see anybody else for the win rather than Rocco. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, meanwhile, Oli Flavel, 3-second time penalty, as he's in 7th. I have to say, although he has to pit, that has been a really good comeback by him. So maybe he can still have an opportunity at the end of the race. As we can see, Devin into the pits, trying to defend from that undercut that the Williams was doing. And watch out, because Oli giving some DRS to the Williams driver, and this could be crucial, as he could gain some time. Let's see what he does. He is really pushing. Where is he gonna be? I think the Red Bull is already going out. I don't think it's gonna be that much of a difference. Yes, he's gonna be behind. But watch out for the Racing Point. He's gonna be around the outside. And that was a close call. I mean, alright, he did the undercut on Leon. He tried the undercut on Devin. But oh my god, I mean, Leon almost holds the position, and I was expecting much more of a gap than that. And watch out now, because we can see the interval. Rocco is actually 7.2 behind Mateus, as he gets... I think it's the first 3-second time penalty. Let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. Warning. Yeah, the first penalty, as I said. And meanwhile, Luis has penalty. That's 9. That's 12. And at the moment... So 12, 9 seconds. He needs a 9-second gap, and now as he pits, it's gonna be crucial to see where he ends up. As we can see that Williams trying to hold on track. I don't think the Williams will be much ahead. No. And right now Rocco, I think it's 4 seconds behind probably. Well, even more, 4.55. He just needs to be under the 9-second gap. I know it's not gonna be easy for him, but if he really wants to make it, and he really wants to win that race, he really needs to push now. And probably Luis is gonna get more penalties. So yeah, I think he has a massive opportunity here. I think I put Rocco second, but mostly because I thought, nah, first is just too far away. But it doesn't seem like it. He could actually win the race. As we can see, Luis Cortis already at the back of the Williams. Will he try to hold him? I don't know. Let's see what happens. He's gonna have DRS, and I think it's gonna be quite an easy move. Yep. On the main straight. So, well, not on the main straight, but yeah, just before the main straight. And that's quite easy. And Mateus holding up. I don't know what he's trying. Is he gonna try and pull the soft strategy? I mean, that could actually be enough to try and go for a higher position than what he was. So, interesting call from him. We'll have to wait. As we can see, a series of fastest lap going on right now on track. And watch out for Oli. Well, I think Ollie was overtaken by Brandon. Couldn't see that one coming. And let's see, because Leon is nowhere near the Williams, and it seems like he's gonna be able to pull the gap. So not a convincing race from the Racing Point. As we can see, Devin already catching Rocco, and I think he's gonna be able to make the move. But I think Devin also has more penalties than Rocco, so Rocco shouldn't worry that much about the Red Bull. We'll have to see if he tries to defend from him. As we can see that both of them struggling for ERS. Will the Red Bull try? As we can see the Williams pitting, but will that be a medium or a soft? I don't know. And I have to say, this is the first time I've ever seen the tires come up right on my screen. Generally you can see that there's put like 23 laps soft. But finally you can see that, yeah, 0 laps soft. So he's gonna go for that soft strategy. It's gonna be interesting to see if he's able to pull it out. Let's see what happens. He's gonna be just ahead of the Mercedes, and he's gonna try. I think he could potentially be ahead of the Racing Point of Leon. So let's see what he does. As we can see, Devin already up ahead of Rocco. Good move by the Red Bull driver. I mean, those fresh tires are doing what they are supposed to do. And yeah, right now Rocco is already out of that 9-second range. So yeah, at the moment he wouldn't be winning the race. As Felix gets another 3-second time penalty. Honestly, what are they doing? They're just getting penalty after penalty. Quite hilarious, I have to say. But there's still some laps remaining, and there's still plenty that can happen. Maybe a mistake that could end in a safety car. In mind, the last 5 laps under a safety car. But right now there's not much to commentate on, because we can see the Williams right now catching Rocco. We can see Mateus that is not really catching Brandon. We'll have to wait and see what he does. As Leon is losing time, I don't know if he has damage. I think he could have damage. I think he has damage. Definitely, I mean, he's losing a lot of time, so he made a mistake and he's now losing a lot of time. I don't know if he's gonna try and retain that position, but that's drama over there. And it's big ampli damage. The right side ampli. Oh my god, what a bottle from Leon. And that's gonna put things even easier. Oh, he's trying. Nah, I think he doesn't even want to defend that. But he's gonna have definitely a better exit. I think Brandon is not gonna be able to defend it. I don't know if Leon is gonna go to the pits or not. I mean, there's only 8 laps remaining, so... No, he's staying on. Watch out for that exit. Brandon cannot really have it. He's gonna try and have the inside, but the Racing Point says, I don't want to give you the position that easy. And I think he's gonna try and defend down the inside. He tries to push the Mercedes wide. Oh, and that's a collision. I don't know if the Mercedes got some damage out of it, but the Racing Point still holds on. Impressive stuff from him. Little bit on the limit, but hey, he's trying to look at that Williams, because he could now get the position. He could do it 2 by 1. He's gonna try and send it. He has to push it. No, he doesn't. He's still waiting. They go side by side. That Williams really close from the wall. Leon is trying to defend with everything he has, and he's showing it. But the Williams really need to make the move, and I think he's doing it. I think he's doing it. What a great move. And we have yellow flags. That's a Ferrari. That's Luis Marshall. And I think he spun. And we can see now Mateus just behind of, but he has no DRS, so that's bad news for him. But definitely I think he could be aiming to a top 5 finish. But we'll have to wait and see. But watch out, because Leon is not done. Leon wants to fight. And we can see Felix in the end is gonna catch up with this. He's gonna end up in a worthy set of tires, but hey, he's trying his best to hold on, you know, and try to get those positions he lost due to his mistake on the Wall of Champions. So good race and good stuff from him. As we can see that Williams already showing up at the back of Brandon Glover, who will try to defend, but hey, he's on a set of mediums, Mateus on a set of soft, so we can all see what's gonna happen here. He's gonna try and send it down the inside. Brandon tries to hold it, but that's what I call decision. But he spawns, and that's the William out of the way. Ooh, that could have been close, and that could have been a crash between all of them. But fortunately, ghosting is on. Sorry for that. And I think Brandon has some damage, so that's Leon and Brandon who have the damage. So bad day for both of them. I think Brandon probably picked it up when fighting with Leon. So bad luck for him. And we can see Leon going into the pits. I think he saw the mistake from Mateus, and that could be the perfect chance. I saw on the main straight now a piece of front wing. I don't know if it was one of the end plates. Oh no! Phoenix has left the session with 6 laps remaining, and that could be a big chance for Brandon after all the comeback he did. Oh no, that cannot happen. I mean, sorry, but now I have the power to invite people. Alright guys. Oops. I will try to send him right now it's not happening anything. I mean, there's a Mercedes fight, so don't worry guys, I have it all covered. Let me see, I think they're side by no, they're not side by side, but almost. Oh, I think he lost all connection, or I don't know what happened there. Oh, watch out for the Mercedes here side by side, and that's really rough. Felix wanted the position and he had it. But will the Mercedes try again down the inside? I think he's gonna have it. No, he waits. I think Felix knows that he has to push. I don't know if you were able to see it. Sorry for that cut. I think we just missed probably one of the best overtaking done on this race. But watch out now, because ahead of them it's Rocco. And unless he does a miracle re-entrance, I think he's gonna... Oh my god. Such a pity for him. I mean, he was doing a good race. He didn't have that many penalties. And he's gonna lose it. I mean... Oh, I feel bad for him. That's so unfortunate. And we can see Brandon just behind. I don't think he's gonna give up that easily. I think these guys knows that well. Ahead of them, they are really far away. So I think they're gonna try and fight. Or I hope so, because I want to see blood. Well, I don't want to see blood, but you know, I want to see some interesting action. And we can see now Brandon really getting that slipstream and that ERS power, as well as DRS. He's gonna send it down the inside. Felix tries to defend. They make contact and they go really side by side. Mercedes drama right now. What's going on? And yeah, Brandon backs out. Definitely Felix is not gonna be happy. I have to remind you guys that they're on a party together, so I don't know what's going on there, if they're insulting or blaming each other or what. But definitely, I think Brandon really wants that position. And I think, although he has the damage, I think he knows that, well, Felix has 13 lap medium. So, hey, he really wants to try, you know, he has to. And we can see Oli, if these guys continue to fight, I think Oli and Mateus could actually catch up. There's still 4 laps remaining. I don't know how faster will they be, but there still could be some interesting battle going on after everything that has happened. So let's see right now. Brandon trying again. I think it will... Oof. A little of oversteer, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that was unfortunate. Let's see, he's getting the slipstream, he's getting the RS again. He's gonna wait for the main straight. As we can see, he's trying to go for the traction, as Felix has a really bad one, and he's gonna go around the outside. Felix will have to defend. He's trying to push him off, but he doesn't make it, and now the Mercedes going side by side. Felix trying to hold it around the outside, but he's not able to, despite he has no damage on the end plates, and he's now behind his teammate. And probably we'll see this the other way around on the next lap. So we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Mateus 3 seconds off, and he's not able to reduce that gap. We'll have to to see, because the laps are running out, but it seems that those softs cannot longer have that grip that they had at the first couple of laps. And we can see that Mercedes going around the outside. What a move from Felix. I mean, not from Felix, no, from Brand. I mean, what has he done? I think Felix didn't expect that one, and that was amazing from Brandon. And I think now Felix is gonna have the chance to try and get it back on the straight. But let's see what happens, as we can see both of them lacking ERS. And I think it's Felix who's gonna go around the outside, but that's really difficult. He now tried to go for a sort of switchback, and we can see Mateus is already joining the battle, and this is gonna be a crazy ending for this one. And now trying to all round the outside on turn 1. Now Brandon trying to hold it around the outside on turn 2, but it's Felix's position. And now the Williams is on the battle, and I think Ollie really wants them to continue fighting, because I think that he sees that he can actually catch them. Oh my god, what an end to this race. As we can see that I think the win is either Devin or Luis. I don't know who has more penalties. As we can see Brandon being attacked by the Williams, I think he has more damage than what he had or something. But yeah, definitely not the best idea from the Mercedes drivers. As we can see, now Mateus is gonna have a go with more ERS at Felix. Let's see what happens. I mean, there's still 2 laps remaining, so there's still plenty of time to try something else, and Luis gets another 3-second time penalty. He should really watch out. And watch out for the Williams, because it seems like he has better grip, better tires, although it's on a 9-lap soft. He's gonna throw it down the inside. He has to lock up. That was really close from being a massive contact there, but they avoided, and we can see Brandon no longer being able to keep up with the pace. I mean, he's really struggling for that. And unless this William tried to make the move on Felix, I don't think Brandon will be able to regain that position back. As we can see, probably those softs are already running out of grip. And let's see what happens. I think Mateus is a bit far away from Felix. And Felix is actually saving quite a lot of ERS, so good start from Felix. But will he be able though to defend? As we can see once again, 4/10, and this is gonna actually be a big opportunity as he's going down the inside. What a massive straight line speed. Now Felix is gonna wait. I think he's gonna try and gain the position back on this straight, but I don't think it will be enough. And I think now Brandon is gonna try and have a look down the inside. Will he have it between the Mercedes guys? I think he's having. He had to cut there the chicane. Luis Marshall gets, watch out Ollie, that it was trying to sneak down the inside, and I think that's it. Mateus has the 4th spot there, and we can see Luis is about to get on the back straight, so we will shortly get with them. Yeah, let's better go with him. Oh, but watch out for Ollie, because Ollie could actually be here on a move. And Ollie actually gets the position. As we can see, Luis, I think, had front wing damage. So actually amazing race from Luis Cortes after plenty of laps. I don't know when he got that damage, but great stuff from him. Meanwhile, behind, Devin is going to take the 2nd spot, or is he going to win? He wins by 6 seconds. Behind is going to be Joey, and we'll have to keep an eye on that battle. That is going to end just on the finish line. As we can see, the Williams 6.2 behind Luis Cortes, so that shows how much penalties he had. And now Mateus trying to defend from Felix. We're going to have an interesting ending here, but it's going to be Mateus who takes 4th, unless penalty says the opposite. It's going to be 4th spot. Ollie actually overtakes them, and yeah, Felix was losing on penalty. So now I understand even less what he was doing, to be honest, because he was fighting with his teammate, and if he didn't have penalties, I would say alright, it's cool, but he had penalties, so I cannot comprehend why he did that. But hey, and meanwhile, the AI from Rocco about to cross the finish line on 9th. I think his points will count because it's so unfortunate, and we can see just Lewis Marshall doesn't care anymore. He cuts that chicane and everything, and he finishes on 10th. But really bad race from the Ferrari driver. I mean, he didn't like the track. I think most of the guys that were racing didn't like the track, but not an excuse, to be honest. And that's it. Oh, a selfie, right? So the Red Bull taking the win in this Canadian Grand Prix, and the podium is completed by the Haas and the Williams. As we can see, Devin taking the win, so I actually got that one right, and I'm happy. Lewis took second after starting on pole, but look at that 15-second time penalty. That's not acceptable, to be honest. Then we have in third, Joey, on that Williams. We have Mateus Oliveira on fourth, with that his teammate actually, just behind his teammate. He started on sixth, so not a bad race for him. Oli Flabel in fifth. Really good comeback from him, really strong comeback. For me, he's my driver of the day alongside with Joey, so good stuff from both of them. Then we have Brandon Glover in 6th and Felix in 7th. Disappointing day from Mercedes. Then we have Leon in 8th. Strong start, but he really ended in a weak way. And Rocco in 9th, and yeah, Lewis Marshall in 10th. Not finishing, Casper, Leroy Kelly, and who was the first driver to retire? I'm trying to remember. Seriously, my memory is just horrible. But anyways, I mean, Lewis Marshall, to be honest, I mean, yeah, you deserved it, but, you know, we have to give it to other people so their morale gets a boost, you know? So, a secret between you and me, you were my driver of the day, don't worry. But yeah, anyways, this was it, really. Today's I'm not doing interviews because I'm losing my voice. I cannot really talk anymore, or I don't think I will be able to. So let's leave it here. I think in the end it was a great race. Probably some part of it was a bit boring, but yeah, at the end we get a really good show by the drivers. As I said, numbers are not everything, but let's hope that next week we can have a better turnout, because, you know, this was the biggest season for the league, and it's a bit, let's be honest, a bit unacceptable that we only get 13 drivers when we have 5 tiers. But yeah, that's a thing that we have to see between the admins, and yeah, try to solve it as soon as possible. As I said, good race. My driver of the day goes to Oli and probably Joey. Congratulations to both of them. This has been the Canadian Grand Prix. This has been round 1 in F2. Next week, if I'm not mistaken, it will be Monza. So we are actually, that's interesting. We're going to Monza, the Temple of Speed, the Speed Temple, better said. And hopefully I will have Jack alongside me, because to be honest, I have to say, being a main commentator is hard work. And yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, and I have to say I missed Jack. So hopefully he will be back next week, and so I will. So I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Subscribe, give a like, try to see the other races at the same time F1 was racing. So check it out. Tomorrow we'll have F3 and F5. Also round 1, of course, in Canada. Yeah, next week again, Wednesday we have FP at 8 and F4 on Friday. So be sure to stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter, F1_IRL, and see you next week. See you guys. Hasta luego.